Hello, everyone. All right, so once again, I'm sitting here and I decided to pull more cards as I sit here at my work desk, and I wanted to share what I got. Okay, so just briefly show you guys. Okay, um, I don't want to get stuck on this subject, but as I feel led to do certain things, I just freaking do it. Okay. So the very first card that came out is towards spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Let me start out by saying I was just really pulling, I just really didn't have a specific question with this side of the spread. I just wanted to kind of see what the energy was like, and this is what came out. The very first card, spiritual development. Okay, so if nothing else, in this current time, everyone, as I've said already, everyone should be really focused on spiritual development, enlightenment, your rituals. We talked about this. Shout out to everybody who went ahead and got their signed up for the webinar, my Sacred Sauce webinar, getting their rituals underway. You guys can sign up for that by clicking the link in the bio. But anyway, so that's the overall, that's like the very first message that we got. And then we have the Justice card. So I want you to look at this Justice card. She looks one way here. It's almost like she's looking in water or something. She's looking within herself, and this kind of is a dark side, right? And this was then clarified by the moon, which was very interesting, because what I was saying is that this whole thing that is going on right now, those of us who choose to enlighten ourselves, right, we will start to see what's really going on. Whereas this is what it looks like, but this is what it really is, right? So there's an illusion that not everybody's going to be able to tap into. Not everyone is going to be able to see this for what it really is, right? Because you haven't been working on your spiritual development, okay? And then we have the moon card. The moon card for me is secrets revealed. So if you look, this young, she's a mermaid, I guess, is in the water, and she is looking up towards the moon, right? So if you can imagine, in my head, I see some things going on at the surface level, right? But this person, they aren't aware that she's down here looking at everything. She can see everything, right? So those of us, again, who focus on spiritual development and enlightening, we will really start to see, again, things for what they really are. And then we have the cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond our control. Bless, okay? Clarified or followed by the star, and then by the 7 of Wands. So this tells us not to worry, right? There are things going on around us. We're not really sure why. We don't really know what the hell is going on. A lot of us don't. Some of us really see it for what it is. Those of us here. But a lot of people don't know what's going on, and they're afraid. And I really feel like this is a point in time where people, the strong, are being separated from the weak, right? I'm not speaking, well, yeah, kind of physically, right? Because this thing seems to really affect people with weaker immune systems, but that's not really where I was trying to go with that. I'm talking mentally weak from the strong. There are some people who have just completely shut down because of this, that they're not able to function at all, right? So again, protected from negative forces beyond our control. The star card, this is my wish upon a star, right? Wishing upon a star. And then we have the 7 of Wands. So if we look at the 7 of Wands, there's a lot going on underneath her. These wands are trying to get to her, but she is so in a zone of meditation, right? And enlightenment. Look how dark it is underneath and kind of around these corners, but she's kind of like in a bubble. I don't know if she's in the bubble or outside of the bubble, but whatever it is, it does seem to kind of encase her, and she's totally unbothered, right? It's all light in here, light energy, surrounded by this darkness that's really, really trying to get at her. Okay, but this is the spirit is letting us know that we are protected from this energy, right? She's meditating. She's focusing on what? Staying here, and therefore she is good, right? She is safe. And then we have vulture, which, again, I said a lot of people are experiencing this right now: depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, followed by the Ace of Wands. Now, in this particular deck, the Ace of Wands is more like about clarity and mental clarity, but this is like my third eye card, because we see this fire right over her third eye. Her eyes are closed. So this is all mental, and this is, oh, well, let me just go here. Then this is followed by the devil, right? So we see that the devil is being a puppet master of someone's mind. You see this person is holding their head, they're in anguish. So this is the result, right? This is the result of you guys allowing this to happen. But Spirit is saying that we need to stay here. We need to stay in a state of meditation. We need to stay in a constant state of seeing things with our third eye, spiritual development, right? So that the devil, does not manifest is this depression, anxiety, and worry. Okay, so there are a lot of you out there who are still very worried. You're very concerned, but I want you to see this for what it really is, which is, well, I'm not even gonna go there because they're gonna shut my video down again. But I want you guys to kind of read in between the lines, right? Hear what I'm saying, but I'm not really saying. All right. So stay focused on your spiritual development. That's where your focus needs to be, not on social media. If you need to detach, if you need to shut down your social media for right now, if you need to stop looking at the TV, if that's what's going to keep your mental strong, then that's what you need to do. All right. And then I asked a question. I said, you guys, if you guys paid attention or watched my original reading on this thing, that's what I'm calling this thing, you guys will, I don't know if it's the first or second one that I mentioned 4 weeks. I kept getting the number four, the number four, the number four. And I was like, hopefully it's not 4 months, right? But it's more like 4 weeks. So that would hit us about mid-April, that things will start to look up, right? And so I just pulled and I asked the question. I said, what is the energy surrounding this thing, um, dissipating by mid-April? And we got the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is showing me that there will be some balance restored, but it won't be the same. Like, we'll be going into like this new normal. So what we knew as normal, right, is not going to be, not, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad thing. It's just going to be a new normal, if you will. People are going to move differently, right? There may be some new laws, some new rules, ordinances in place, right? There's going to be some new stuff, and we're already seeing that right now. But there will be a new normal. So we see that her purse here is solid, but then up here is more etheric, right? You can kind of see through it. It's not the same, but things are balancing out. And then we got this clarified by the Empress. Now, we got the Empress in the first reading, didn't we? But this Empress is pregnant with the world. So this lets me know that there will be balance restored to the world, right? There's going to be, like I said, it's going to be it's going to be a new balance. It's going to be a new normal. And because for those of you who take heed and those who listen, right, there will be a lot of you who ascend at this point in time, right? Spiritual, not die, okay, but ascend spiritually. You guys will be able, or some of you all will start to see in a way and hear in a way and feel in a way that you never have before. And what I did not mention in the previous reading is that, yes, this was brought about by man, but I feel that Mother Earth Spirit allowed this thing to be released or take place, right? Because I feel like it was necessary to restore some type of balance. I feel like we were all, this thing has really forced us all to sit down, right? And really evaluate our lives and really evaluate what is important in our lives, right? Pollution, like if you see, I saw a picture of China, and we all know that China is very polluted because there's so much manufacturing going on there. And there are pictures, now where you can actually see the blue sky. So I feel like this was necessary. As effed up as that may sound to some people, this was Mother Earth was saying this was necessary. There needed to be some balance. I needed to sit everybody down because y'all were effing up my world, right? And also there are people who needed this time to experience this spiritual awakening, all right? Because there's too many people still walking around sleep, being controlled by. So you guys need to really, again, stay in a state of meditation, right? You don't have a job, Tommy, right? A lot of you all, it's not funny, but a lot of you all, are off from work or you're working from home. You're home a lot more. Either way, meditation, spiritual development, okay? Spiritual development, connect to spirit, connect to spirit, connect to the earth, right? I was telling my daughter last night that because she said that she had been feeling very anxious, okay, go outside and put your feet in the grass, right? And ground yourself. Become more connected. If the sun is out where you are, take about 5 or 10 minutes to sun gaze and really connect to Earth right now, Mother Earth. All right, because that is your contribution to restoring some balance, right? Staying connected to yourself spiritually, staying connected to spirit, and grounding ourselves, right? That is going to be our contribution to the restoring of balance. So hopefully this is my very last reading on this. I don't like tapping into dark energy, which is why I don't do celebrity readings. When celebrities pass, nope, and nope, I don't do that. And while this energy isn't super dark, it's darker than I like. So hopefully this will be the last message that I share on this subject. But I hope that you all take heed. That's all I'm saying. Just take heed and really focus on the thing that you can actually control, which is your mind and your spiritual enlightenment. See y'all later.